Okay, I just entered it into my calculator wrong. It was okay, I got the right answer. So anyway, I did check it. So I had put the square, I needed to square the 4 to the 1/4 rather than taking the log base 4 of 4 to the 1/4 and then squaring it. I needed to square the 4 to the 1/4. So that's what I did wrong when I checked it the first time. So when I checked it again and I squared the x value, see how, oops, can't see that off the camera. See how the x is being squared. It's not that I'm squaring the log, I'm doing that afterwards. So the x is being squared, and then it checked. So those are my answers, x equals 1 and x equals 4 to the 1/4. All right, next one, solve using a logarithmic function on your calculator. Okay, so this one, I'm just going to rewrite it in log form. So my base is 2, my value is 10, and that's x, and then I'm going to use my calculator, math alpha math, base 2 of 10, and enter. And I get to 3 significant figures. I get that is x is equal to 3.32. Okay, much easier than all the previous problems. All right, solve using a logarithmic function on your calculator, write your answer. All right, so this one, I am going to simplify it and then change it to log form. So I'm going to minus 12 from both sides, and I get negative 5, 3x minus 1 is equal to negative 2. Then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 5. 3 to the x minus 1 is equal to negative 2 divided by negative 5. Negative divided by negative is a positive. So I have 3 to the x minus 1 is equal to 2/5. Now to get that x out of the exponent, I'm going to rewrite it in log form. So log, the base is 3, the value is 2/5, is equal to x minus 1. To get x by itself, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So I'm going to have 1 plus the log base 3 of 2/5 is equal to x. So I just took this minus 1 and I added it to the other side. And then I'll just plug that into my calculator. So I get 1 plus math alpha math log base 3 of 2 divided by 5. And I get x is equal to 0.166. And there it is. Oh my gosh, am I on the last page? Finally, half an hour later. All right, last page. Solve a logarithmic equation that requires using the law of logarithms to simplify first. Okay, so we're going to condense this down. I have subtraction. That means it's going to be a division problem. So log base 9 of x plus 6 divided by x, and equals log base 9 of 2. So then both of these have log with the same base. So that means I can set these values equal to each other. So I get x plus 6 over x has to be equal to 2. And multiply both sides by x times by x times by x. The x's cancel out. I get x plus 6 is equal to 2x minus x. I get 6 is equal to x. And there it is. And you can go ahead and check it. I already did check it for the sake of time. I'm just going to tell you I did the check and it worked fine. All right, last problem. A farmer monitoring an insect plague notices the area affected by insects is given by this, where n is the number of weeks after the initial observation. When will the affected area reach 5,000 hectares? Show work using algorithms. Okay, I want the area to be 5,000. So here's where the area goes. So it's going to be 5,000 is equal to 1,000 times 2 raised to the 0.7n. So I'm trying to get n by itself. So first I got to divide both sides by 1,000. 5,000 divided by 1,000 is 5. The thousands cancel. 2 to the 0.7n. To get the exponent out of the to get the variable out of the exponent, I got to write in logarithmic form. So log, the base is 2, the value is 5, is equal to 0.7n. And to get n by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.7. So log base 2 of 5 divided by 0.7. So let's go ahead and put that into the calculator. So math alpha math, base 2 and there's 5, and that's divided by 0.7, and I get 3.32. So n is approximately equal to 3.32. Alrighty, I think I finished. Yes, that's the end. Phew.